I created a player with 0 current ability, but I've given him a maximum 200 potential in game. Let me introduce you to Huge-Ass. And as Manchester United manager, we're going to play Ronaldo up top. Yeah, right. We've got Huge-Ass. He's going straight into the team. And we're going to play him as much as possible and see if he can grow to his maximum of 200 current ability from the lowest point possible. Amazingly, with 0 current ability, he scores on his debut in the Premier League, but we still lost.
Like the LeBron James of soccer?
Definitely.
But immediately, a tragedy happened. Huge-Ass tore his hamstring and is out for 2 months. He was injured after jumping.
Oh, really?
But after 3 weeks of being back in full training, his ability has already increased to 6. And he's still scoring goals, a little whopper, with an excellent finish against Fulham. And check out this incredible movement to score the opener against West Ham. A reminder that Hugh only has 2 for off the ball and 3 for anticipation. And Huge-Ass has scored 3 goals from open play in 9 games in the Premier League. Shockingly, England didn't take Huge-Ass to the World Cup and were knocked out in the quarterfinals. Silly really, because he is literally winning games for Man United with his goals, like this one against Brighton. In the 91st minute too, by the way.
That's my guy! That's my guy!
And he is literally carrying Manchester United into a title race with Liverpool. Clearly showing how unrealistic this game is, as they currently sit in mid-table in real life. And if you want to see some more top quality banter with your Football Manager stories, you know what to do. You need to subscribe. My dad set me an impossible challenge. I need to get 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm sorry, but he is scoring some absolutely brilliant goals for somebody who's supposed to suck. Even Ronaldo is seeking him out in matches because he knows he's a threat. Unfortunately, Huge-Ass couldn't help United win the EFL Cup, but he did get them to Wembley. And they've dropped off the pace for the title as well. So to fast forward, Huge-Ass ends the season trophyless with 7 goals and has grown up to 21 current ability. And as you can see, he's looking amazing. The following season, Huge-Ass continued his thing, scoring some quite impressive goals for a player who has the football ability of your mum. And you can already see the improvement in his attributes, and that's because his current ability has shot up into the 70s. And in the second season, he did score 12 goals in 57 appearances. But United finished 11th place in the Premier League. But for the purpose of the video, I made myself unsackable, as we don't really care about trophies. We are more focused on whether a player can climb 200 ability points to reach 200 maximum from 0. I did, however, make a boo-boo when I forgot to set up the director of football to deal with all the transfers and behind the scenes, and players like Shaw, Dalot, Rashford and De Gea all left on free transfers.
Damn it, Carl!
So I delegated all the responsibilities, and 149 million was spent next season. But doing this, I do run a risk, however. The board could accept a bid for Huge-Ass while I'm simulating, because once again, he is getting better and better. And it was a much better season on the pitch for United, finishing in 2nd place. And look who finished joint 2nd in the Golden Boot, the booty man himself, Huge-Ass. There's bound to be somebody who's just got the joke for Huge-Ass, and there's probably some of you who don't, and that's fine. But before we go on too much of a tangent, Hugh's growth in this 3rd season has been exceptional, and his goals are showing that. Attribute-wise, his physicals has increased, which is promising, and his current ability now at 112, which is probably where you'd expect to see an average 18-year-old striker at that point. As the season rolls on, we have another awful season, finishing in 12th. This was as a result of me changing the tactic to try and fit in new signings, which, to be fair, has been good. But imagine signing Vardio and Makoko and finishing in 12th. Even the new gens being brought in are incredible, but Hugh had a bad year in front of goal, only scoring 13 in the league. But we are finally seeing a good player starting to creep through, and we are just 50 ability points away from reaching the maximum, and he's only 20 years old. I then decided to get my good friend RDF's 10 hard tactic that he recreated. It did a lot better, and Huge-Ass benefited from it, scoring 22 goals. And would you believe it, he's actually wanted by PSG and Dortmund. But I thought PSG already had a Huge-Ass. Hugh's attributes now are among the elite in the Premier League. He really is a talent. And he's got a player trait of tries killer balls, which is a bit random, I'll give you that. And hello, look at that value, just short of £100 million. But his current ability now sits at 167. And we are in 2028, so it only took 6 years to get to this point. Our lowest finish of 13th in the following season, and no sign of Hugh. He is unhappy with the club failing in the league, and he currently has 4 clubs with major interest in buying him. And to be honest, I'm not too surprised either, looking at how good he's got. Plus, it looks like he's finally getting games for England too, playing 4 games and scoring 2 goals. A current ability of 175 now as he starts to reach his prime years as a professional footballer. The growth in the next couple of years will be crucial to see if he can do it and to see if it's possible to go from 0 current ability to 200 on Football Manager. 1 year later, and I'm more surprised to see Hugh Jass is still a Manchester United player more than I am to see how mental his growth has been this last season. Those physicals and technicals are naughty. And 19 league goals with 11 assists is a fantastic return. And they lifted the League Cup, funny enough, against United's actual opponents this year in real life, Newcastle. More major interest, it can't be too long before we might have to start assessing him from afar. Either way, he's good enough to get first team football, which shouldn't hamper his development. Another year and he's still here, and my word, he looks incredible. I've just noticed the 20 vision as well. Those physicals are world class. He must be in the 190s by now. So let's take a look, and yeah, we are so close. 199 current ability. We are very close to saying challenge complete here. I'd just like to see that 1 extra ability point. By far his best performance on the pitch too, with 56 goals in 53 games. Although it was a terrible season for his team, which is why he's unhappy again. And we finally have our move.
Here we go.
I came back from the holiday in 2032, the following season, to see that he was no longer at the club. Ironically, Manchester United actually went and won the league this season as well. So yeah, he didn't win the Premier League, and as soon as he left, huge ass, Man United won. Yusuf Makoko also got 41 goals, which turns out is more goals than what huge ass managed to get here at Manchester United. He got 69, that's a naughty number, with 25 assists. This is incredible. And Espinoza, who is a really good new gen, he looks fantastic, also got quite a lot. And Yasin Arslan, again, another new gen, also picked up quite a lot. So, but that's not what we're here for. We're obviously here to find out what Hugh Jass has managed to do. And to hazard a guess, it's Real Madrid. So he moved to Real Madrid. Age 25 now, so 26 caps, 20 goals for England. Yes, he looks absolutely fantastic. He's managed to get so many player traits in the space of like, what? A year. I guess I never trained it myself, but that's insane. To run the ball, likes to switch the ball. Nothing that you'd expect to see from a centre forward, a striker. I'm wondering whether they're using him as like a inside forward because he's really good both feet. And, you know, I made him naturally across that. I just never played them in those positions. Might be the reason why they never won the league. Now, how much did they sign him for? 122 million. Now, he played 16 games. So he actually went as a January transfer. So he would... And now, this is a technicality. Technically, he didn't win the Premier League. But also, technically, he should be entitled to a Premier League medal because he played 23 games. Did he also win the league at Madrid? I mean, I haven't got the league loaded. No. Right, okay, so they were runners-up. Because that would have been funny if he had managed to win the league in 2 divisions in the same season. Gallardo there as the manager, who I think was the River Plate manager. I don't know whether he's moved since. So he's got 26 goals in 23 appearances in the league. So he would have been on course to get what Yusuf Makoko got with 26 goals there. He then only got 11 in 16. So I can't remember if you can see where he plays in this. Somebody told me, but I can't remember. The only thing I can suggest we can do is if we go to that and tactics, we might see if he's been played up front. I don't think he would have been. I think he would have been played on the... Yeah. Ooh, he's playing the number 10 role. Okay, so they got Vinicius Jr. They got Jeremy Doku up top. He's better than him. Like, come on. I think we can clearly see that he's probably still going to be 199 or he's going to be that massive 200. By the way, he's on 475 grand a week, which is mental. I will check Ballon d'Or. I just want to see, has he done it? Yes! Okay, 200 out of 200 current ability. It is possible to go from 0 or 1 as the minimum to 200, and he's only 25. It didn't even take until he got to like 29. So let's go Ballon d'Or and see who has won it. Has he won it though? He's a Ballon d'Or winner. Let's go. He broke a run of Erling Haaland, which is what, 8 seasons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seasons, and then huge ass managed to win it. Oh, that's so good. I'm absolutely buzzing with that. Did he ever finish runners-up at all? It doesn't look like he ever did, which is quite funny. Was that 2 years in a row? It's the same 3. So he never managed to do that, but huge ass has finally won a Ballon d'Or. That's fantastic. So at age 25, he comes in, he wins the best player in the world. Champions League. What's this? Did he win the Champions League? No, he won the Carabao Cup. He's only ever won the Carabao Cup. How hilarious. A player of this caliber has only ever won a Carabao Cup. He hasn't won any leagues. Technically, he hasn't, but he will get a medal. But he hasn't won it. He wasn't there to lift it. You can't do a John Terry and turn up after you've left the club. That's just not allowed. I'm very sorry, huge ass. But there we go. What do we think? So yes, it is possible to go from 0 to 200 current ability if the circumstances allow it. Obviously, you need first team football. You need to make sure he has the right fundamental hidden attributes like professionalism, ambition, etc., etc. And obviously, he needs to avoid injury and play in top quality leagues with top quality players. Then it is possible. What do you think of this experiment though? Would you like to see more? Let me know down in the comments if you have any ideas. And why not check out this video, which is episode 1 of our brand new series in Portugal. We have a 2nd division team who was extinct just 3 years ago, and we're going to try and take them to the top and become the 6th ever team to win the Portuguese 1st division. Join us, it's fun.